Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful B&B recap for Wednesday, July 30th, reveals that Ridge Forrester Torsten K and Brooke Logan Catherine Kelly Lang took some awkward press photos before his ex-wife decided she couldn't take the pain of this trip together anymore. Wednesday's B&B episode kicked off with Ridge and Brooke traveling by boat together, as Unforgettable played. Once Brooke and Ridge made it to Capri for the fashion show, Eric Forrester John McCook wasted no time in telling Ridge that he saw Brooke kissing Nick Marone, Jack Wagner, and it looked pretty serious. Ridge wasn't happy about Nick coming to Italy and making moves on Brooke, but she acted like it was nice to see a man of action. The fashion show eventually began, so several models strutted out wearing gorgeous designs. Brooke emerged in the showstopper before joining Ridge and Eric to answer media questions as well as pose for photos. The press couldn't get enough pics of Brooke and Ridge together since they were the king and queen of fashion. However, there was some awkwardness as Ridge faced questions about his engagement to Taylor Hayes' Rebecca Budig. Elsewhere, Nick's boat still wasn't ready, but he was able to get another one and made his way to the fashion show venue. Eric crossed paths with Nick there and warned him away, so he was obviously hoping to pump the brakes on any Nick and Brooke bonding. Back with Brooke, she got overwhelmed after posing for all those photos with Ridge and bolted. Ridge chased after Brooke, who was frustrated since everyone was glad to see them together when they weren't actually together, at least not as a couple. Brooke was tired of all the restarts they'd had in their romance and complained since Ridge was too stubborn to admit he still loved her. After Brooke questioned why she even came to Italy, she wondered if Ridge liked seeing her like this. Ridge insisted he didn't and told Brooke that she couldn't go when she announced she couldn't stay there. Meanwhile, Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, assured comatose Luna Nozawa Lisa Yamada that she wouldn't let her die and injected her with something to help her recovery. As for Sheila Sharp Kimberlyn Brown, she was busy complaining to Deacon Sharp Sean Kanan at Il Giardino since Lee refused to return her texts and calls. Sheila still needed Luna closure, but she hadn't been able to pry any info out of Lee regarding where Luna's ashes had been scattered or her body had been buried, although Sheila pushed for those answers once Lee showed up for takeout. Lee certainly didn't seem eager to spill anything. The bold and the beautiful, spoilers say. Sheila's curiosity and determination could lead to troubling news for Lee, so stick with us for updates on any jaw-dropping Luna discoveries ahead. Feast for the eyes and the heart. Capri's event. Ridge and Brooke arrive in Capri by speedboat and head straight to a fashion event hosted by Forrester Creations and Italian designer Luisa Beccaria. Eric is also along for the ride, orchestrating everything backstage. To perfection. Romantic boat ride. Too unforgettable. Ridge and Brooke exchange long looks as waves crash around them, sweet, romantic, and deeply nostalgic. The fashion show finale. Brooke's runway moment. Brooke nails the showstopper jumpsuit, garnering gasps and applause as she strides across the terrace runway. Her energy electrifies the crowd. Media frenzy. Following the show, Ridge puts his arm around Brooke for press snapshots. Reporters glorify them as fashion royalty. When asked if Ridge is engaged to Taylor Hayes, tension builds as he and Brooke exchange uncomfortable looks. Eric deftly shifts the spotlight back to fashion and Capri's beauty. Brooke's painfully awkward press moment. Comfortable posing. Brooke, overwhelmed by memories and public attention, abruptly exits the photo op. Ridge follows to check on her. She admits she isn't okay. Brooke's emotional breakdown confronting Ridge. Near the marina, Brooke confronts Ridge emotionally. She reveals that the cycle of reconnecting and breaking up with him is torture. It's too hard for me. I can't stay here, she says, torn between love and self-preservation. Tangled loyalties. Brooke accuses Ridge of not having enough courage or clarity, calling him too stupid and stubborn to admit his feelings. She starts to walk away but collapses emotionally. Ridge, shaken, pleads with her not to leave. Italy, a setting of pressure. Legacy and choice. Eric's ultimatum. Backstage, Eric confronts Ridge, revealing he witnessed Brooke kissing Nick the previous night. He warns Ridge he must decide: commit to Brooke or watch Nick win her over. Ridge clings to his loyalty to Taylor. Ridge's battle, smiles with Brooke, turn into razors of regret. He's torn between past passions and present promises. Parallel story. Luna's crisis back home. Lee's promise. Lee Nozawa sits at Luna's hospital bedside, pledging to see her through coma's darkness. Her dedication echoes how she once helped Finn recover. Luna's fragile body now relies on Lee's resolve. Sheila's demands. Deacon supports Sheila as she digs for details. Sheila demands Lee share where Luna is buried. Lee remains cagey. The tension ripples with loss element and secrecy. Themes and key takeaways, emotional limits. Brooke reaches her breaking point. Grief and heartbreak collide against the Mediterranean. Backdrop, power play. Eric's manipulations raise the stakes. Ridge must choose who defines his future. Past versus present. Brooke vacillates between Ridge and Nick, caught in the crossfire of old love and fresh promises, love and loss. Meanwhile, back home, Lee fights for Luna's life while Sheila and Deacon confront loss and secrecy. Why Wednesday's episode stood out. Brooke's emotional rawness was front and center from her fashion high to heartbreak low. Eric's forceful diplomacy with Ridge created a real clock-ticking dynamic. In the storyline, juxtaposed plots. Romance on screen in Italy versus tragedy and family mistrust in LA offered layered tension. What's next? Spoiler hint, later in the week. Expect sparks to fly between Ridge and Nikon. Ridge and Brooke. Back home, Sheila suspects Lee once again knows more than she admits, and Liam's guilt over Luna's fate may add more fuel to the emotional fire. Bottom line, Wednesday's episode hit a sweet spot of glitz, pain, and decision time drama. Coastal vistas couldn't hide tortured heartsand for Brooke and Ridge. Italy may well mark the point of no return. Bond episode insights for other characters or more behind-the-scenes drama. Just say the word.